Hello audiophiles, it's Ryan here from Audio 46 to bring you a special review of the Focal Elear. Hailing all the way from France, Focal is a luxury audio company best known for their speakers and car audio systems. In 2012, they decided to jump into the world of headphones and have been an industry-leading contender ever since. The Elear is the $1,000 more affordable model of Focal Utopia, which retails for $4,000. Focal decided to make a slightly more affordable version for their audiophile customers who couldn't afford a $4,000 price tag. The Focal Elear has a frequency response of 5 to 23,000 Hz and has an 80 ohm impedance, which means you don't necessarily need to use an amp with it, but it's highly recommended. In testing, I used the cord Moho, but I also tried each song without an amp. The box that the Focal Elear comes in doubles as a storage case. There are spots for your packaging materials and the cord that is supplied with the headphones as well. The case itself is made from a high-grade cardboard and is covered inside with foam. It is secured with a magnetic locking system. So let's talk about that structure of the headphones. Structurally, the headphones are pretty amazing. They are made of a lightweight aluminum magnesium alloy and are very sturdy. The pads are made of a soft memory foam and covered in microfiber material. The top of the headband is covered in a leather, while the underside utilizes the same microfiber fabric. The yoke, or connector between the headband and the can of the ear cup, allows for a bit of shifting, approximately 10 to 15 degrees, which makes the headphones have a little bit more give. Vertically, the headphones can be adjusted about 20 degrees. These aren't big adjustments. In fact, it only seems that Focal did them to alleviate some of the stressed joints of the headphones, which was a very good idea. Included in the box is a 13-foot detachable cable with a 1/4-inch adapter at one end and two 3.5mm connectors at the other. What I liked about this was that the cable didn't use proprietary locking systems, so if you needed to replace the cable, you wouldn't have to necessarily purchase one from Focal. The cans of the ear cups are dome-shaped and appear more like car speakers with ear pads than actual headphones, which I kinda really liked. The headphone has some weight to it, but it feels a lot more heavy in your hand than it ever does on your head. So how does it sound? One word: amazing. I tested these headphones with 7 songs to see if I could find a style of music that was not well suited for these headphones. I was unsuccessful in that journey. When testing my music without the amp, I noticed that there was a bit lacking in the mid-range, but I could only really tell that when I A and B tested with and without the amp. The bass response on these headphones was extremely impressive. It wasn't cloudy, it wasn't muddy, and it was very clear and well defined. The bass didn't even overpower any of the mix, and it brought life to one of my favorite songs of all time, P.P. Arnold's The First Cut Is the Deepest. The mids, as I previously stated, had a bit lacking when used sans amp, but every instrument did come through very well defined. Horns especially cut through tracks in unbelievable ways that I had not seen before. For a headphone that didn't have a range that much above 20,000 Hz, I found the highs to be extremely amazing. In fact, they were my favorite part of the headphone in general. Things like cymbals, hi-hats, and string instruments sounded very clear. Other sounds in the high-end range, like synth instruments, were also very clear and well defined. Initially, I thought that the price tag was a bit high for my range, and to be honest, the packaging didn't really discourage my thoughts. I'd wish that Focal had charged a little bit more and given you a higher quality packaging that wasn't made out of recyclable materials. But to be honest, with or without the packaging, these were a great headphone and a great bang for their buck. I like the fact that you didn't need an amp to necessarily utilize the headphones, but it did very much improve the sound of the headphones. All in all, I'd give them a 9.5 out of 10, with some minor deductions coming off because of the packaging and the need to have an amp to hear them at their full capacity. I would definitely recommend these headphones to an audiophile looking for a luxury pair of headphones. While the price tag seems a bit much, it is well worth every dollar you will spend on the headphone. For a more in-depth version of this review, including an analysis of the tracks used, visit the link provided in the comment section below. If you're a fan of this video, like, subscribe, and share. I'm Ryan Davison with Audio 46.